Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, today's gonna be the first episode of Light Party. So let me introduce the cast. There you go. We are live now. I hope.
Hello.
For a second, I thought everything broke.
Oh damn, we should have stayed quieter.
I was just about to say that.
I was like, hey, wait, did everything break like 2 seconds after everything worked?
That's what happened to me on our Palace of the Dead collab.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, this is Light Party. We are a Final Fantasy 14 podcast, more MMO podcast, but with an eye emphasis on FF14. So yeah, I guess we can start the show with Nori. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Norisor, but I go by Nori for short. I'm what you would call an MMO connoisseur. I started out with Ragnarok Online a very, very long time ago, when I was still a teenager. Moved on from that to WoW, and that took my soul away for a solid 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
I eventually made my way to 14 twice. The first time was for a very brief period of time, about 3 months. I want to say it was in between Heavensward. It was before Heavensward, but after Realm Reborn. So like somewhere in between there. And then I came back 4 years ago, and I've been playing ever since. Kind of ditched WoW a second time for it, but this time it's stuck.
How many days play do you have already?
Oh goodness. Give me a second and I'll go get the updated since I'm logged in right now.
You have like a month total of like consecutive play, I think.
I think it's a lot longer than that.
But yeah, will Nori get
My total subscribe time is like 1,530 days though.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of sad that they stopped giving stuff after 300 days, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah. My total subscribed days is 420.
The old veteran reward system, you had to like wait like over a year or so for like some of the glamour outfits, but now they give it to you pretty quickly.
All right. With that, let's move on to Ryuko. Introduce yourself.
Hi, that's me. You can call me Ryuko. If you're my friend, you can call me Ryu. Don't you dare call me Ryu if you're not my friend. I'll find you. I like to think of myself as having been an MMO taste tester. Kind of. Like, I would sample them when I was younger, but I never really played any consistently. It was always off and on. Like with, I never know how to say it, but Mabinogi,
Mabigoni, I say, so.
The Korean one. I know that doesn't narrow it down. But I had a lot of fun with that game. I actually spent quite a bit of money on that game on pets, which I regret now. But for a long time, I wasn't playing MMOs. I kind of stopped. And then I got back into FF14 recently, and it stuck really, really well, unlike the times before I had played FF14, where I was just subscribed off and on, as per my usual tendencies. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing FF14. Yeah, also, she, her pronouns, please.
Alright, and I guess it's my turn. Hi, I'm Tan. I'm kind of in the same boat as Nori. I've been playing MMO for the longest time. I used to live on the OnRPG biggest and free MMO list ever, which had like 30 or something MMO on it, and I was like trying all of them at the same time.
Oh god, I've played so many. I've tried so many free-to-play MMOs.
Yeah, and none of them were good.
Yeah.
The biggest one I like really stuck around is, I guess, Row, Ragnarok Online. I used to play a lot on private server with my friends. I play a little bit on, still play a little bit on the NA server or the global version. I don't remember exactly. I used to play WoW a lot. I used to raid in WoW as well. I stopped playing WoW at BFA, where I was doing like iMythic and stuff like that. I was starting to get burned out, and I moved to FF14 now, which I've been playing for, because it's like for about a year, really intensive now. I started to raid recently as well with my static. We are down in like pretty much Eden. We are at E6S at the time of this episode, and it's been a lot of fun, and I really miss the raiding scene from. It's really something. So always fun to like push yourself against content. Also, Nori, you are the lore freak, aren't you? Right?
Yes, I'm very. It stems from my WoW days. I'm very big on stories and games that are story driven. As you'll notice, like in my streams, I play a lot of like RPGs, a lot of Final Fantasy games. But I'm very big on lore. I'm also very big on glamour, which is the real important part of 14.
That's a part. Like, yeah, I used to play PSO2 a lot, and that's where my love for glamour come a lot. So,
Oh my god, I just started playing New Genesis last night, and I was playing for like 12 hours.
I wanted to get into, but I'm like so busy with FF14. I don't have time for it anymore at the moment. So, and so Ryuko, you are the new player perspective, I guess, because I cannot push you into this hole now.
Yeah, you brought me back to 14, and it stuck this time.
Yeah, because she was like, I don't know if I want, like, give it a try for the free trial that go all the way to the acclaim expansion of Advanced Ward, where you can play up to level 60 for free. I probably
except then I said I unfortunately do not qualify for the very generous free trial that goes all the way to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime, including the hit expansion Heaven's Ward, because I had already been subscribed before.
All right, we did our plugs.
there was a free play event that lasted for. It actually only gave me 4 days of free play time, but at the end of those 4 days, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna resubscribe. And then I bought Shadowbringers, and I caught up on Shadowbringers and everything, and I had a blast the whole time.
Yeah, you got up pretty fast.
Even Stormblood was fun for me, and I know some people have their complaints about it, but like, there's a lot of reference to Japanese culture, and so that's really cool for me personally.
Yeah, it's slower paced, but it's not the worst thing. Like, the end of Stormblood is really good, that I'll say.
Yeah, I definitely think they make you wait too long before you do a trial.
Let's not forget the great Shirogane housing Savage.
The blood that been spilled that day.
Oh my god, I couldn't log in for like 20 minutes after the maintenance was over because like the game was broken because everyone was trying to get a Shiro house.
There's also the Ruben stream.
I really want a Shirogane house. It's like so perfect for me.
The medium I just sold off was a Shiro house. But it's also an ether, so.
Alright, so I guess we can start with our first subject of today, which is going to be recapping a little bit Fanfest, because there was a lot that happened that day.
Yes, there's a lot.
Yeah, and it's a lot cooler now that I understand everything. I didn't remember the Endwalker trailer anyway because, you know, low sleep and high alcohol, but
I actually went and rewatched the trailer like later that evening, and there was like stuff that I didn't notice the first time I watched it, like during the Fanfest. How they kind of integrated the main theme for every expansion into it.
Mm-hmm. And the trailer,
I
yeah.
thought that was like really, really cool. Like I was like when I was playing through it again and the Heavensward music started playing, I was like, wait.
Yeah,
I got really pumped during the
Holy
Stormblood
shit.
music. It was so cool.
it's
And then they actually put lyrics to the Stormblood theme too, which is really cool.
it's like such a small thing, but such a clever way they disguise it.
Yeah. It was like kind of like it was going through each thing because technically Endwalker is supposed to be like the final the finale to everything that's happened so far in the game and the whole Heidelin Zodiac arc. But it's really cool. Silken is an absolute genius when he's making these themes.
He's a madman, but man, we love him for that.
Yeah.
More on him later, because I got a little bit to talk about Soken for sure. Because you probably both know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
But
I definitely like. I want to say real quick on the note of Soken. I would love to see Soken collaborate with Yoko Shimomura. I think they could make some things fucking insane if they work together on something.
But yeah, let's go down the list. So first thing we saw was Yoshipi regretting his costume after like 10 minutes.
It didn't always get translated, but he kept talking about how hot it was in Japanese.
But yeah, like, joking aside, his costume was awesome, but that led us to the Reaper reveal.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to play, because my main jobs are Dark Knight and Dancer. I've always been kind of interested in trying a melee, but Shadowbringers, most of the content in Shadowbringers is just like, oh, you're melee? Good luck trying to DPS with all this AoE.
I know. Like, I main Ninja right now and Eden Savage, and my uptime is bad. It's like at 91%.
So I'm very, very interested, especially because of the aesthetics. Because like, I kind of like the darker aesthetics. That's why I played Dark Knight after all. Hell, even in WoW, my main was a Death Knight. So there's not a theme.
The thing I want is I want that Shuni emote to be a general emote.
Yeah.
When she put her like hand in front of her eyes. I want that for every class. Pose? Yeah.
That would be cool to just be able to do.
Yeah.
Or like if you could have that be a new idol pose.
Like, just put that for everyone and I'm gonna be happy about that. So
like,
there's gonna be a lot of JoJo memes when Endwalker comes out.
I'm very interested to see the class lore because Void's kind of a big deal in 14 actually. So the fact that we're suddenly like using it for combat is kind of very interesting from a lore perspective.
Yeah, I think it was recently, I don't remember what piece of content mentioned it, that I learned the Void is like the 13th reflection after the Asians fucked up rejoining it, right? Like they didn't succeed at rejoining it, and now it's just the Void.
Yep. They also talk about it a lot in the story for the Crystal Tower raids as well, since it's tied to that.
Mm-hmm.
So chat, someone said that they're scared that it's not gonna be any job quests, but at the same time, when I think about it, it's gonna start at 70 and the level cap's gonna be 90, so I guess there's gonna be one? Because I think Gunbreaker still has job quests, right?
Yeah, it has some job quests until you get to Shadowbringers. Then Shadowbringers, it's just all role quests, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope that they give us some kind of story because they have to explain why we're doing the thing, right?
Yeah, because that's like being like having a void sent fight with you. That's kind of a big deal. So I really hope there's an explanation.
I wonder if it's gonna work. I guess it's more gonna work like a stance or like just a face, I guess I could say. I doubt it's gonna be a pet though.
You actually transform.
Yeah, there's the
and
transfer,
you get
yeah.
possessed by it.
Yeah, you like merge with it during part of the rotation, it seems, right?
Yeah, it's I'm assuming it's some kind of like burst cooldown or something, it looks like.
It's probably gonna be play a lot, since at the same time they do share the gear, it's probably gonna play a lot like Dragoon once you go into the like eye rage mode, something like that, but yeah.
It's gonna have a ton of positionals.
Oh, don't tell me about positional, please. I saw someone said there was an interview saying that UCP said that each race, I can talk, will have different fusion styles, so...
Oh, I didn't hear
really
about that.
cool.
That sounds neat.
Yeah,
I hope I like my fusion style.
That means I'm gonna have a weird fusion of cat and ninja, something like that. Appearance-wise, okay, yeah.
My big hope for the fusion thing is for it to be kind of like this is gonna sound weird, but like a Dreadworm trance thing. Not like obviously weapon skills are gonna be instant cast already, but like instead of instant cast, what I would hope for it to do would be to give you the positional bonus during that phase, no matter where you are. I think that would be real neat.
Yeah, unfortunately, like they say, like the fusion thing is only gonna be appearance, not gameplay. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about, or.
Oh, I just meant like that part of the rotation.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah.
Not caring about positionals would be neat.
That's why True Note exists. That's why I use it on cooldown now. I just like a lot of boss. I'm like, screw the position. I'm just gonna use True North on it. It's so much easier.
I love how for Monk they're like, oh, you like True North? Here, take 3 stacks of another True North.
I would love that. But yeah,
Monk has that. I forget what the skill is called, but
yeah,
is it Riddles of Earth maybe?
I never really played Monk. I got it to 70, but I never really played, so it's probably gonna be one of the last DPSI level. But yeah, like GCD will be side attack, and of GCD in the future will be birthday. That makes sense from someone in the chat. I feel like this Spectre will most likely be of GCD stuff that you can like weave between your attack until like you transform into like the fusion thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because from what I saw, like the small gameplay reveal, that's the vibe it gave me. From like he was willing to attack with the Spectre in his main attack, so he was also not running around the monster, which means hopefully not too many positional, but yeah, never know.
I'm also really excited for Sage, and I don't even play healers mainly.
Yes, Sage. I wonder if it's gonna be like, is it Astro that got the 2 different style?
Yeah, they're going to. They said they're gonna redesign Astrologian to be a pure healer rather than a shield and pure. I'm very curious. I've noticed that Astro's gone through a lot of changes.
Astro
like
and
they
Summoner.
can't figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, Astro and Summoner are cursed for that.
I'm so scared. As a Summoner main, that I'm gonna hate Endwalker Summoner.
Like, Machinist as well got a lot of change, but now they say they like where it is, so...
Yeah, but Yoshi P said that, like, Summoner is reaching a breaking point, so, like, I know it's gonna change drastically.
I remember a friend of mine during Stormblood was a Summoner main, and he always told me about his, like, 50-button opener.
I mean...
Oh.
Right now, it's just Summoner has a 2-minute opener, and that's it.
2-minute rotation,
It's
yeah.
so ridiculous.
Well, compared to like Dancer, which their opener or rotation is completely RNG, and you pray you get a proc.
Yeah, you have to like hope for procs and then hope that those procs cause more procs.
Right, and then when you use the stacks you get from that proc, you gotta hope that that procs another proc.
Yeah, it's a fun. I play it because it's easier to play compared to other jobs, and for when I want no brain, only brain empty, only hit things.
Yeah, just
Just
remember
tiny
to
buttons.
dance Fenter.
Dance
it's also
partner, and
very
don't
fun.
forget your devilment.
Yeah. I almost always forget dance partner, to be honest.
I did that a couple of times and I got yelled at, so I remember now.
Is that like a bunny thing? Because Captain Lena doesn't use dance partner either.
She does not. It might be.
All right, so but yeah, to get back to Sage, yeah, they say it's gonna be a shield here. Maybe with the emphasis of DPS from what I saw.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I'm mostly interested because it gives me very strong Gundam vibes, and I am all about Gundams. So
Yoshipi
I like
will be
the float
disappointed. Yoshipi doesn't like that when we say Gundam about Sage.
He doesn't?
No, on the first reveal, like people were like Gundam, and Yoshipi was like, he was not happy. But yeah, like both class looks super fun to play, that's for sure. The thing I'm happy is I not many Dragoon right now because I know a lot of Dragoon are mad. They're gonna share gear now.
well, to be fair, they were kind of hoarding all of it, all of the maiming stuff. So
Yeah, like I'm happy that Nind are still like in their corner having their own thing. Okay, so next subject that I have, the new town, the new old Charlian. I'm probably butchering.
Charlene.
Arlene?
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. What Nori said.
Yeah, which look so pretty, so great, and I want a house there. And the music is great there. It seems relaxing. I really cannot wait to see it.
It's really pretty, but I don't know about getting a house there. I mean, think about the neighbors.
They're
Yeah,
they're just nerds. That's it.
I mean, they're like nerds that are probably a
very
baby
snobby
bit.
nerd.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe even a little xenophobic. I don't know if I want to live around that.
Just put a bigger fence around your place and you're fine. But yeah, and also in that, I guess I can talk about it. We now know, well, there was like a lot of people that knew. We now know the person that Ishtola talked to and that place. Which
Yeah,
is...
it's Papa Levailleur. I can't
Not-
say that last name.
Not a papa anymore.
No.
I guess it would be in French, so that would be Le Veilleur, if we say it in French, so... But yeah, those often when I'll say are not my children anyway, so... Like, I fill out the adoption paper because their father doesn't want anymore, so yeah.
Mr. Leveilleur got a notification on his tombstone that's just like, Julia Chai wants to know your location.
But yeah, we'll talk more about that, but man, that scene just made me angry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The other thing that happened, the new area, which is like the thing that is like in a capsule, Labyrinthos, I think it was called, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it had this guy with the triangles on it, right?
Yeah, which was like a fake sun, which gave me like super big dwarf vibe because of that. And they said it was like inside a cave or something like that, and it was like all artificial. It looked like really a nice concept. I love it.
Yeah, I almost wonder, like, what if the Island Sanctuary is something like that too?
Yeah, that could be a good point, yeah. But yeah, like, that place, like, the music, I don't know about the music yet, because the music is weird. But at the same time, I guess it's gonna make sense once we put our foot there, because Soken probably has something in his mind for that, so...
Yeah, we'll probably get the vibes once we've gotten there and get context for the place.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. Like, a lot of things gonna be, like, artificial, so the music feel artificial for that, which make total sense. We also have the moon, which... I think I talked to Nori about that, about the meaning of the moon. Like the title of, was it Memoria Musée? What was the name? I'm gonna Google it real fast. But Mari Lametorum, which kind of can be translated to we remember. If I saw it a couple of places, which with Emmett Silk and the music that it's playing there is super. Once you know that, it's super sad.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
There's also those little bunnies.
yeah, that small bunny.
People are like, "Oh, there's Mel Vieira."
Yeah.
The worst thing is they were half right of that, so because
we did get Melvira not long after that.
So maybe they were right in there after all. So and maybe those are the children of the Melvira. Who knows? We know what happened on the moon.
The reason we haven't seen Melvira for so long is because they've been crossbreeding with Lalafell, and that's where the little bunny people come from.
No, that's a curse image. I didn't know in my head. That's something I didn't want to think of. Thank you, Ryuko.
No problem. My pleasure.
All right, moving on before more cursing happen.
They will. Don't worry.
We got the new Harvest Moon mode that's gonna come as well.
Yeah, I really think the Island Sanctuary is going to also be like an underground artificial area. I don't know why, but I really think that's going to be a thing.
I'm looking forward to playing Harvest Moon in 14.
Yeah, I know that's so many. And what I like is as well, they say that you don't need to be max level, something like that, to be able to participate in that.
You also don't need to be a crafter or gatherer.
So yeah. That's gonna be like, I wonder what kind of reward? I guess it's gonna be like glam stuff. Maybe that's gonna be where you can farm if you don't have a house as well. So
it would suck if I finally get my large plot and start gardening, and then Endwalker comes out and turns out I didn't need a house.
Well, at least you'll have a bigger house. I guess.
That's true, but I know I just shot myself in the foot by putting that into the universe.
But I hope that we're going to be able to visit the other people's farm as well. That's the thing I really want to.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. And like in a way it would kind of give us instanced housing since we're like able to customize the Island Sanctuary.
That
would, a little bit from what I've heard.
And that would fit like a little bit of the problem with housing. Because everyone's not just gonna have an apartment and a full house now, so.
Yeah, and plus you can let your minions run free, so you can finally have wind-up Alfino graze on the open plain, like he was meant to.
The great migration of Alpinos. Century, we don't know much about it yet, so I guess there's not much we can talk about for this one, so which is sad because I want to see more of that because it seemed to be like a nice relaxing thing you can do at your own pace. So
yeah, one thing I do like about 14 is that like besides like actually doing content like dungeons and raids and stuff, like there's a lot of like casual content for people to do there, so there's something for everybody pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, like the restoration of Ishgard, the goats also in general. I
want Blitzball.
Which, I mean, may come, there's always the rumor.
Yeah, I think they've said before, though, that every time they try to make Blitzball work, nobody on the team is fully happy with it.
I
or
would not be
something like that.
surprised. I would not be surprised. They seem to be really perfectionists, so I just want to see like Ishtola spike Alfino with a ball. Something
Oh my
like that.
God.
Alfino's been through a lot. Let her spike Urianger instead.
Yeah.
Like just like
It's been a while since he's been in any trouble.
well,
Oh,
yeah,
he's been in trouble. Trouble he caused for other people.
and never talk about it until like, oh yeah, shit's happening right now. The number of secret he kept, and he's like, oh yeah, I need your help now.
I love when you get to tell him no more secrets, and he doesn't actually say yes to no more secrets. He like talks around it and is like, "There's no more secrets between us." It's like, but in the future too, right? And he just no.
Oh yeah, Shay. Other thing, the new original Alliance raid, which a lot of people are saying it's divorced its extreme because of the theme. And the fact that it looked like a chapel and stuff like that, so guess my FF14 wedding's gonna die.
People were making jokes about like, oh, we have to like fight our way through a divorce or something.
What?
The people of FF14 have too much imagination at time.
Mark
Wedding
my word.
Savage.
There are gonna be mechanics that are going to depend on your patron deity. Mark my words.
That would be a nice thing, because
That'd be really cool.
other than the RP aspect, it's not used at all, so...
How funny would it be if you just like get fucked if you get a group that all has the same patron deity because you can't do all the mechanics?
The 12 shot, yeah, like a lot of people like are taking that, yeah, like having a 12 shot to start being more impactful. The thing I wonder if it's gonna be like a T or Uwu or U Cup. That's gonna be a lot of fight in succession. So
Sales are gonna spike up on Fantasias so people can change their deities.
can you change your deity on Fantasia?
Yeah, you can. That's the only way you can, is Fantasia.
Yeah, I kind of wish you could change it without Fantasia.
Yeah, like I never thought about it. Like I think I'd always pick. I think it's the time one. I don't even recall which one I took for my Mikote. So
Pretty sure I took Minfina.
I think I can check on the lodestone right now.
The lover. Yeah, I think that was me, but let me check.
Lodestone. Connect to my character.
When I first made this character, I went Paladin, because that was what I was playing in WoW at the time, was Paladin tank. So I was like, I'll try Paladin tanking in 14. And I went with Halone to go with that, I guess.
What was
Yeah, I
my...
got Minfina.
I tried to check.
You can look at, if you're in the game, you can look at your character profile and it'll show it.
I got Altic. Yeah, I think I pronounced Altic. It's in French on my side, so that's the issue.
Speaking of, my current total playtime on my main character
I
is...
think at the top right, you can change it to English. Sorry.
It's 369 days, 6 hours, and 29 minutes.
And that's just one of your character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can switch.
Crazy.
I really like the game. And sometimes I also may or may not log out.
Yeah, I got Altic the Keeper. That's the one I have. Which is like the hourglass. That's what I was saying time. It's like a hourglass thing. But yeah, like saying more about that would be pretty nice. I think more in general about the 12 in terms of lore is going to be pretty nice to know more about that. Because they're being super secretive about like the deities and stuff like that. They don't really touch it that much, I think. Nori can probably answer that for the lore.
What was that? Sorry.
Like, they don't really talk about the deities in the game, right? Other than the primals.
They don't really go into a whole lot of detail in the game. The ones that are more tied to classes, they do a little bit. I know they do with the black mages, because Rauger, they go into that a little bit, but for the most part, they don't really talk about them. So the fact that they're making like a whole alliance raid based on them is very interesting.
Yeah, that's like... We're probably gonna see more. We're probably gonna see the 12 as well, I guess. I wonder if it's gonna be... Well, it's probably gonna be like... Since it's 12, probably 3 raid of 4, I guess? Like, if we fight 4 boss, then this year we get 4 more. This year we get 4 more.
Oh yeah, because there's 4 fights, or no. I'm actually not sure. With the alliance raids, I guess that it would work to do like fights based on each one. It's all very, very interesting to me because they don't really talk about the 12 in the game, so nobody really knows like what they're like. I know there was some talk of Halone in the Heavensward quest because there's some very hardcore worshippers of Halone in Ishgard, but
I wonder if those can be the one that unlock the quest as well then. Because I'm trying to think like in a gameplay perspective how they're gonna make it. And I wonder if they could do like either 4 boss per raid, then at the end put a 4th raid with like a mega boss, something like that. Like all the deities come together at like a brute justice.
They're gonna fuse like brute justice.
Exactly. Just give me more of that trumpet and I'm okay with that.
Same.
Like just make that like a huge mega sword of deities. Man, I still love Brute Justice team. It's like my favorite team in the game, so...
It's very good.
And also just the pose you do once you kill the boss, it's just so good. Alright. So yeah, no new original. So I guess there's no guest raid this time, or at least not planned at the moment. So no more Yoko Taro craziness.
Thank goodness for my poor fragile sanity.
I'm noticing with Endwalker that they're using it as a chance to do like original new stuff, I guess. Like the new jobs, they're both completely unique to 14. The Alliance raid is going to be unique to 14. The raid is going to be based on stuff within 14's story without any, like, at least as far as I can tell, it's not going to have. It's going to be based on the Asians and stuff and Laha bread.
I love that we killed him. Well, they think we killed him and they're like, no, he's not dead enough. We're going to go to hell to kill him again.
I'm very curious to see how everything. I might actually get into raiding next expansion, maybe if I can find a group I mesh well with. Because I've been kind of casual because I used to be like hardcore mythic raider in WoW, so I was trying not to get into that like headspace again.
But at the same time, that is gonna segue to our next subject, the data center travel.
Yes.
Which means raiding's gonna be so much easier for everyone now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because they did say that we're gonna be able to do duties with people from other data center, which in my mind means raiding with everyone.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Because there's so many people that I want to raid with like their friend VTubers and stuff like that that want to teach them how to raid, but they are another data center, and that made me mad because I don't want to roll out on the other data center. And also,
I put so much time and energy to my character that like it, and I'm still putting so much time and energy. Like I don't feel like making it alt at the second.
Yeah, that's why I just transferred. I had a character with a boosted job on Ether that I just transferred to Balmung to do stuff with you guys.
Maybe
yeah.
we could all raid together, since data center travel's gonna be a thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm already 530 now, so I'm okay.
blue major rating when.
Kai, I appreciate you leveling an alt to play with me.
But yeah, my static actually wanted to do that. My static leader was like, "Oh, I'm having so much fun with blue. After that, we're gonna do like all that Alexander with blue mage." I'm like, "Oh dear God, no!"
A friend of mine just cleared all of that stuff and got the Marlboro mount, and I really want it because it's so ridiculous. It has a special action that makes it use bad breath, and when my friend's on it, his character like covers his mouth and nose when he uses the ability.
That's so cute.
Like
I
kicks
really
his
want that
feet.
mount so bad. I think
Like, I can't play with
Zeppla
it.
called trying to get it Project Hentai. Because tentacles.
It's such I have such a soft spot for mounts that look ridiculous. Like one of my favorites is the dodo from Heaven on High.
Oh yeah, the dodo with a weird face on it. Like you show me the picture, it's really weird.
Have you seen the Doll mount? Because that's another very weird looking mount.
Yep, I have that one.
I just got it the other day. It's so ugly.
I also really love my Amaro mount, my derpy flying camel.
Want it so bad. It's so much work though.
I am curious as to if they're gonna add in another mount for getting, or at least some kind of reward for getting everything to 90.
I did. They only did that for 80, right? They didn't do that for maybe.
Before that, it was just like titles for getting like all the Disciple of War jobs to certain levels and Disciples of Magic. But then with Shadowbringers, it's just like get everything to 80 and you can get them out.
I guess I could see a mount or either a mount or a costume. I could see that. Like a crown, another crown or something like that.
Oh my god, those crowns are so ridiculous.
I think I got like 2. I don't recall which one, but I think I got 2 now. So after data center, we can go into the other topic, which is Bunny Boy.
My main is going Bunny Boy. As soon as they're out, my main is going Bunny Boy. I even changed her name to be more gender neutral for it.
At first I really wanted to go to Bunny Boy, but then I remember Mikote has the tails that is super cute and the airs wiggles. So no.
You also have Slash Joy.
Yeah. Like so many good things about the Mikote like expression that I don't know if I want to switch now.
I'm glad you have decided to stay as a Makote because we cannot lose all of the ear wiggles.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are gonna go extinct when Male Vera come out.
Yeah, like the Catboy, Balmung's not ever going to be the same now.
The 8th Umbral Calamity is coming.
And because my main was a Vera so long, I'm already used to the hat limitations, so that's no big deal.
They are working on it though. So that's a good thing. And one thing about the Bunny Boy that is super impressive for me is Yoshi-P didn't want first to put it in the game because they say we're not going to put any new race, but the dev team like designed it in secret behind his back. So
Yeah, they put a lot of work into making it happen. I'm especially excited for female Hrothgars, though. Give me the big scary monster ladies.
the big cat ladies.
I feel like we're probably not gonna get those until whatever comes after Endwalker.
Maybe.
I'm just happy they at least said that they were working on them.
Yeah, it's just because they said that if they push it off, it would lighten their workload. So I have a feeling that it's like it's not gonna be a thing till after Endwalker.
Unfortunately, when they announced Malvira, everybody was just complaining, like, why are you bringing out Malvira before letting the females wear hats?
Oh God, yeah, all the complaining.
But now it makes sense of why, because it's not even Yoshi-P that said that. It's they just work on it in the off time to make it. So I thank you, the team.
And a lot of them are like, we didn't even want this. I'm like, were you not there when when there was like a huge uproar of there not being Malvira?
Yeah, like people that said they didn't want it is they don't know what people want. Especially like, did you see the midriff on those bunny? Those like small cut t-shirt and stuff.
They also have very nice hairstyles that I really hope that they'll eventually make available between the male and female Vera.
So I just want to put it out there just so everybody knows. I have 2 hands, so I can have one hand for a male Makote and one hand for a male Vieira. I'm taking applications.
I'm already taken, so.
That's lewd.
But yeah, like so many stuff. Like, and someone in chat said that, yeah, the people that work on the character model are not the same one working on raid, working on content and stuff like that. So
yeah, the art team is its own thing.
Yeah, I was just talking about this on my stream the other day, actually. Like, people will be acting like it's the same team doing everything in the game when it's actually different people.
That kind of reminds me, like, I saw somebody get mad because a new kind of apple came out and was like, oh, scientists works on this and not a cure for cancer. Do you think apple scientists are the same as people who work on cancer? Like, it's the exact same thing. I don't get people.
yeah, at this point, it's almost like people just wanted a reason to be mad, kinda. It's really weird. Let me check. Okay, so, but yeah, like for me, I'm gonna stay Mikote loyal. I'm still gonna be a cat boy, so.
Excellent.
Until like maybe something else come, but yeah, until like maybe like cute aura male come, but not the edgy aura one. So. So,
I will be forever sad that they did not give us the original concept art for the Aura girls.
Oh, the big scary
demonic looking things, yeah.
Kind of like the one that what's her name in the step and Stormblood, the like masochist girl.
Wait.
Oh, sadist, you mean?
The masochist will say this.
Sadu.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sadu sadist. Yeah.
That's kind of funny that the name lines up like that.
But yeah, like it's kind of like that, but even scarier. I still love like that tribe look. It looks so good.
I just love monster girls. Big scary monster girls.
Yeah, I agree. I love my Aura girl more than life itself as well.
Like, they're so cute, but they should have at least given an option. At least an option to go more mean looking.
Yeah, to not just be super cute and stuff like that.
That's why I'm hoping that the Hrothgar ladies are big and scary.
I wonder if they're gonna put it like Wait, what's her name? Let me find her name. Cartoon. Like Shira, I think was her name, right?
I think so.
The sword girl.
She wasn't like a master of the universe and stuff like that, and E-Man stuff. Cartoon character. Shira, yeah, exactly, Shira. I wonder if it's gonna be something like that because I know there's like. I might not
Are you talking about Catra from She-Ra? The cat lady?
Am I thinking about something else? It was a 19th cartoon.
I know there was a cartoon character. There was like a comic book character that's
Yeah, for female, like.
trying to remember her name though.
Chitara, that's her name. From Thundercats. Thundercats. Why did I forget Thundercats? That's probably how old I am, though. If I remember Thundercats.
You feel old.
I'm just here like Thundercats.
Like, I wonder if they're gonna make it like that. I guess I could put a picture in our Discord and you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. Something like that.
I assume you don't mean this Thundercats.
But yeah, like, no, not this Thundercat. The old 90s Thundercats. Because I wonder if they're gonna make something like that for the female cat.
I just hope they don't go too like cutesy with it.
I don't think
I would love if they like made the female Hrothgar look even bigger than the male Hrothgar.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
that would kind of fit some cats in real life.
They can not really go too cutesy because Mikote already exist. I think so. So I think they're gonna try something different for that.
Yeah, because if they just made like a skinny lion ladies, it would just be like Mikote but with extra hair.
Pretty much, yes. All right, so this is covered. And let me check. Is one thing I want to talk. Other thing I want to talk is I am super hyped that the net suspension is Final Fantasy XIV. About like the moon, the Mega Sister, the flashy dungeon that Ryuko doesn't like, and stuff like that.
Ben Daniel, why you gotta do me dirty like this?
I just call him Fandango.
The fuck? Seeing the cutscene of the inside of the tower with Fordola and Arenvald, I think. I always forget his name. But seeing the cutscene of them inside the tower and seeing that the hallway looks like a fleshy throat, and I'm just like, you know, not looking forward to that.
I mean, I'm still looking for it. What I hope, like the music, everything is great. I hope we're gonna have like some of the classic boss from FF4. Like we know we're gonna have the Mega Sister. We already had the dolls, so we cannot have the dolls again. There is the king that transformed into Tsunami. His name? What is his name? It's been a long time since I played FF4, but yeah. King transform. And I kind of wish we're gonna have the Summoner Realm, where like all the summon are technically like. But at the same time, that would not make sense because of the primals, so maybe not. I'm just rambling at this point about FF4, so.
I'm really hoping the Maga Sister fight also references the 10 version a little bit. I think that would be neat. I know we're getting anima, but I'm very 10 greedy.
I'm very, very, very interested in how the anima fight's gonna go. I really hope they find a way to integrate the overdrive ability.
I feel like that has to be like a tank limit break 3 situation, just because of how powerful that overdrive was in 10.
Yeah, like there's so much untapped potential in terms of boss from older series that so much thing that can happen. Because so far we had FF5 with Omega 1, FF6 with the Omega 2, Sigma Scape, Delta Scape. Alpha Scape was kind of a mishmash of 5 and a couple with Omega, except like Mommy and Daddy at the end. Now we got 4, we got 10. There was a couple of boss from 4. We have Ultras, we have Chupon from 6. But we have Chaos from 1 as well.
Let's not forget Kefka.
Yeah, well, Kefka is in Delta Scape, yeah. With the Doom Train, the picture as well, which I never remember the name, but I know is Esper. And there's one
Do you get to suplex the Phantom Train though?
Unfortunately, no.
Sadly, no. I'm
Damn.
surprised they didn't at least reference it.
Oh, and Guardian, yeah. But yeah, no, they don't reference it or anything. And Doom Train is a fun fight to do. Like we did it with our static, and it's a really fun fight to do as well.
You like fight the train?
Yeah.
Like from the inside or the outside?
Both.
Neat.
Like you got a phase where you go inside and you fight a ghost, and you have to kill the ghost to get back
Ghost
outside.
painting.
Yeah, ghost painting is second one. The one when you have to match a color and people get confused.
That one is so much fun.
Because everyone's just like, oh, I'm gonna paint a pretty picture. Don't! Because you waste the mechanic. Then yeah, on Alpha Escape you get all that. I'm trying to check like the old raid. That's Chaos, that's Spinny Noodles. So many things. So at the moment we don't really have a lot of boss from 8 except Eden, which is technically from 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Loosely.
was Eden was like an extra hard mode boss, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But
Eden was is a guardian force in 8 that you can get from 2 bosses. If you don't get it from the first boss you can encounter, the only other way you can get it is from drawing from the second boss. And if you don't get it from either, you've missed Eden completely and can never get it in FF8.
Yes, there's that. There's except any mod that got spoiled. Well, spoiled that they showed. I don't think there's any boss from 10. I'm not sure.
Technically, there's Yojimbo and the Manderville stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yojimbo was only ever a summon in 10, I think.
Yeah, I just got him on in my playthrough of 10.
How much did you pay for him?
I haggled down to the minimum of
Okay, good.
190k or something like that.
Good. I've had friends play 10 and like spend the max amount, and I'm just like, why?
I've been enjoying playing. How violent does Yojimbo feel towards these mobs? Because like there's times, like I on average I pay him 1k each time, and he just like Zenmatos everything.
There's like a hidden relationship stat with Yojimbo. And you improve your relationship through being consistent with payments and also like not giving him really low payments. If you give him low payments, it degrades your relationship. The closer the relationship you get, the more likely you are to get Zanmato even without the overdrive gauge.
Yeah, that was happening a lot. Like the very first time I summoned him a few days ago, I paid 1k. He's just like, all right, everything's dying right now. I'm like, oh, okay. Yojimbo chose violence today. Although
that means he likes you.
My chat named him Greg though.
I'm looking at other boss. FF12, we technically got Zodiark, I guess. We got Ultima.
The Zodiark raid.
We do have Ultima and all that stuff, so we do have that.
Void Arc, sorry.
FF13, I don't think we got any boss from that. At least I pretty much erased FF13 from my memory, so... we got one. We got Bartendelus, I guess.
We have
There's also
Bartandelus.
the
We got some...
Random 13 crossover they did.
Because Bartendelus is like near the end of the dungeon before he met Selk, the boss at the end. I don't recall the name of the dungeon.
Oh, you're right. That is Bartandelus.
At least it looked like it.
Or it's similar.
'Cause-
And yeah, they a lot of the enemies in Ozzy's Law, like the paladin robots and stuff, are basically just 13 designs.
Mm.
Ozzy's Law has a lot of FF13 vibes going on in it, which makes sense. Like even the terminals kind of look like the save points from FF13, kind of, a little bit.
Is that we don't really have any boss from 10-2. So
Love some 10-2 representation.
Same, actually. I really love 10 too.
and I'm trying to I'm looking, everything else has at least like one boss in the series. Or multiple at least.
A LeBlanc fight would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything else that's pretty much has at least one representative. So there's that.
They could fit Shuyin in really well now that I think about it, because like they could have him awaken an Allegan weapon or something.
Yeah.
Looking the rest. Now there is one last thing I want to talk about. Two things. First thing, it's day 2 of the Fanfest. All the concerts were awesome and great. The piano performance were grandiose. Primal were on their top game as well, like always.
Do you know Lahi?
That part like just killed me. Token is just such a
I will
madman.
play Lahi.
I just love the face of the pianist. She look at him and she's like, she's trying so hard not to laugh, and she just keep her cool all like. She's great, like super kudos to her. And I need to find the name. It was Amanda what already her name, the one that did the vocal for some of the piano thing. Let me check.
I saw in the comment sections of the uploads of them, she was actually interacting with people, which is pretty neat. The vocalist, like,
Yeah.
she's replying to people. That's so cool.
Oop. Nope, not that song. I said not that song. God, scuffing. Let's play like
Start
some.
blasting Lahi on the podcast.
Laia was actually playing earlier, like the team. So, Fanfest. What was her name? I had it right in, but for some reason I forgot. Keiko is the pianist, and Amada Achan is or Achan. I'm really sorry if I butcher her name, but both were fantastic. Especially the vocal from Amanda on the Titania team. It was so good.
And Return to Oblivion was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big agree.
All that. Then, of course, the Primal with Token, and man, it's really weird to see Koji. It's always weird to see him do that.
My favorite part was when they did a long fall and they did the fucking meme dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. At first, when the song was starting, I was like, "What are they doing up there?" And then I saw the because you couldn't really see the shirt colors
Mhm.
at first,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Like,
It was
And
very
then-
good.
I love that they had Graha Tia's Japanese voice actor doing it with them.
like this is such like a small touch, like, but it's so great that they recognize like all the meme from the community and stuff like that. Even during like Ultima Team, I was in the chat, and the official FF14 account was spamming tacos. So
It was so great.
they know about the meme and they love it. So. But yeah, like I am always impressed by the transformation from Koji, from the translator to the main vocalist. It's like night and day in terms of look.
Yeah, like and the amount of like the lyrics for the Endwalker theme that was written in 2 days.
Yeah.
Equilibrium, Sophia's theme was written up in 2 hours
Man.
by Koji, and it's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's like so talented. Like I learned more about him by watching the No Clip documentary, where he said that he like his parents didn't want him really to do that and stuff like that, but he still went all ahead for the translation and like work on version 1.0, try to make it better on his own time and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like so good. Have you heard, like someone in Ash, have you heard about Koji Fried Chicken Story? I think
Fried
that's
chicken story?
I think that's for Omega song. When
Yeah, the chicken tenders
yeah,
are ready to fry.
yeah, that song, like it's stuck in my head. Like when we were programming that, man, it's stuck in my head, and I still have trouble with Starboard, Liveboard, even there. So I think that's all I'm.
Really, we get a song that has Doritos in it, so we can mix it with the tacos, and we can have Doritos Locos Tacos mix.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's the whole plan, and they're gonna do like a small, like all those songs are actually ads, and we don't know about it.
One day, it's gonna be able to get a plate of Dorito Locos Tacos to put in your apartment or house. It's a tabletop item.
We already have the Doritos. Like for us, it's the Doritos of safety. We call it during our raid, where we put the Doritos on top of the person that know the mechanic. And the other way is like when you have a triangle overhead, it's a Dorito. So when you have a Dorito over your head, you share it with everyone. So that's a stack mechanic. All right. But yeah, speaking about the we also had Soken speech at the end of that performance, which
Dude, that broke me. That
It's-
freaking broke me.
it still break me today. So
Like to the edge. He wrote to the edge while in the hospital. Like, and nobody knew.
no, other than Yoshi P and the IRFs, no one knew.
And like that song hits harder now. The lyrics hit way harder now.
Yeah.
Like it's so ridiculous. Like it's just holy crap.
Yeah.
And I can't stop listening to it either.
Like the fact also that the Endwalker writer felt bad after that, because she was like,
oh yeah, she was like, what? Because she had just found out about it same as all of us did.
mhm.
Like, because she was working with him on To the Edge to like try to, because they were like getting the lyrics down, timing the parts of the song to line up with like cutscenes in the fight and stuff like that. And now she was like, oh, I feel bad now because I've been putting you through so much work.
But at the same time, Soken said, that's why I managed to recover faster. It's because you treated me like everyone else.
Yeah, he didn't want anybody to know because he didn't want to be treated differently or get less work. He said that without having work to do, like he had nothing, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, and like the fact that he wanted to continue to work on everything because it's love for the community, because he wanted to everyone enjoy the game, enjoy the music, and all that thing. Like that's dedication.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on when Yoshi P started talking. It was so hard seeing him like crying.
Yeah, like usually Yoshi P doesn't have much emotion, I guess I could say. It's like always calm, always straight. But he broke there, and it showed like how much the friendship between those two.
Like, yeah, and it's also like, if you think about the fact that he just lost a friend to cancer,
right.
Like for that to like almost happen to another friend, you know, like that must have made it like so much worse.
Yeah,
because he couldn't even go visit him either because the pandemic was happening.
Yeah, that's like the thing that I think made it even worse for him and really hard on his moral and stuff like that. But also big kudos to Koji that kept it like cool.
And yeah, I could tell he was struggling, like translating, like he was getting emotional translating it.
Like even like just talking about it right now, I'm feeling emotional. So
yeah, same. Yeah. That's why I'm having a hard time adding to the conversation.
Like you could tell that the people who work on this game, like it's not just like a game that they're working on to them. It's like even Yoshi P said that 14 is his life's work. Like ever since and from the beginning, like when he took over and literally relaunched the game in quite possibly the most creative way ever, Soken was there with him like from the beginning, like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I watched the no clip and documentary after that. And yeah, like Soken was one of the first one in the line saying, yes, we can do that. We can. They not only relaunched the game, they work on 1.0 until they killed it to relaunch 2.0.
I really sadly I wasn't playing during when Realm Reborn happened, but I looked at a lot of stuff like from back then. It was really cool how they literally tied relaunching the game into the game lore.
Yeah, like the event at the end, like with the end of the world.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
I keep meaning to watch like through 1.0 at some point because I feel like there's probably stuff that hits different in A Realm Reborn if you had been playing 1.0.
But yeah, like all that speech, like that just show how much the team loved the game.
Yeah.
And then after that was pretty much the end of Fanfest. Is there anything I miss?
I think that was everything from Fanfest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is too. I tried to think like on top of my head. Of course, there's like the new. There's one thing: the new Estinian look.
Oh yeah, he finally got a hair tie. I'm so proud of him.
It just took that his hair was constantly clipping in his armor that they just said, okay, we're just gonna put that hair tie on him. And
he finally discovered hair ties. I'm so proud of him. But there's also the dragon that he was with in the trailer, Vritra.
Which is one of the brood of wait, what kind of Tiamat. Right? Tiamat.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to start basing my dragon now.
Vritra is one of the first brood.
Yeah, and Tiamat is like super mad now, so like they play.
Yeah, they brought back her husbando to like kill everybody.